Good morning. It is the 4th of July today. Yesterday was hashtag TMI Tuesday, and I asked y'all to submit me some questions, and I might answer some of them on a video. Well, this is that video, so let's roll right into it and get started, shall we? Starting off with a real easy one, I like that. My name is Bravado, and as you can see, I'm a coyote, the finest of the canines. Boy, just because I got a southern accent does not mean I was raised on a farm. I think, if anything, the last thing you'd want to have raised on a farm is a coyote. What kind of question is that? Somebody asked me what the inspiration for my suit was, and I'm not sure what they meant by that because I don't wear a suit very often unless I'm going to one of them fancy Hollywood premieres. So I think maybe they just meant the inspiration for how I live my life. And if that's the case, it's I want to be there to be a showman, and I think my name kind of reflects that. And I hope that I can live up to those expectations. Although I think I'm doing a pretty good job already. Wow, this is a tough one because there's so many great words you can use to describe someone like me. Words like auteur, or estate, or hungry. Now this question is kind of interesting because a couple different people asked me some variation of it, but it's hard to answer because I barely met him. I mean, I saw the raccoon guy once, like a couple weeks ago. He was taking a picture of himself in a t-shirt or something, and then he was just gone. Haven't seen him since. There's like the deer guy. He seems kind of cool, but I haven't met him at all. I know it was his birthday yesterday. I don't know if he had a party or something. I wasn't invited if he did. And then there's a donkey, and I saw him like real briefly last week. He was rushing out the door for something, and then he came back and he was exhausted, and then he just went to bed. And then there's this badger. Haven't met him at all, but I'm sure we'll get along because coyotes and badgers are like this. So unfortunately, I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but that's the best I got. Well, I think this is kind of a complicated question, but I think it's important to realize it doesn't really matter whether you're new to the community or not, and it doesn't really matter what your day job is. It's pretty much a universal thing that anyone who makes art is going to have trouble finding a balance between making their art and taking care of everything else in their lives. And that's okay, that's expected. So the best thing you can do is figure out what you need to do to make your art better and just keep pushing toward that. And I realize that that's kind of a generic answer, but I think depending on what it is you're trying to do, you can find the resources that will help you move yourself forward in that, right? Now, maybe you're like me, maybe you don't have one particular discipline that you're trying to pursue, and you just want to try a bunch of different stuff. And that's fine. There's no wrong way to make art. So just find the stuff that interests you and focus on it while you have the time and put it out there. And that's the best advice I can give you. Just keep doing it. Do the stuff that makes you happy and share it with people. Well, now, first of all, that seems kind of a rude assumption to make about dingoes just because that one dingo ate that one baby that one time. But second of all, I ain't never ate nobody that didn't want to be et. So that's your answer. No, we don't eat babies. Simple answer. Yes. I think anyone who puts pineapple on pizza should be arrested, and that's that. don't at me. Well, first of all, I appreciate that whoever asked this question recognized that coyotes have the best ears, so we were just removed from the running. Now, if I had to choose another pair of ears that I thought was very good, and I want you to realize that this answer contains 0% bias, this is just facts. The second best pair of ears goes to donkeys. All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone who sent in questions. I think this went rather well. I look forward to doing it again. So keep an eye on my Twitter at this. And if you want to ask me questions there, feel free. There's also the Googly form, which I'll link to below if you just want to ask a question anonymously. But other than that, I really appreciate watching, and I'll catch y'all later.